29-year-old South African woman has been arrested in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, according to reports coming out from all over the world. Apparently, the world already knows that South Africans, now them, they commit crime. The world is already aware that South Africans don't have any other work than to do powder business. The same powder business, they are putting blames on everybody else. The entire world has come to discover it. I love the new South Africa government. You see, when the Home Affairs in South Africa was a black man, you will never hear these South Africans being arrested. When the Home Affairs in South Africa was run by a black South African, we never knew that South Africans are selling this powder. We never knew that South Africans are into this business. All we knew was that Nigerians are the ones doing the business in South Africa. But ever since the white man became the Minister of Home Affairs in South Africa, we are now seeing the truth. So I want to join everybody else and celebrate the white man who is the Minister of Home Affairs in South Africa. He is actually doing well. He's actually doing well. And South Africans are being exposed all over the world. All over the world. Just in the last 3 months, can you count the number of South Africans that we have reported arrested related to this powder business? Can you count? You cannot count. Now, let me ask you the same question. Can you remember the arrest of any Nigerian in the last 3 months related to powder business? It doesn't happen. We have not seen any Nigerian being arrested. We've not seen a Nigerian arrested in South Africa in the past 3 months. We have not seen a Nigerian arrested in Brazil in the past 3 months. We have not seen a Nigerian arrested anywhere. But we have seen South Africans arrested in Brazil. The other day was a 21-year-old girl. Today is a 29-year-old girl. The other one was in the Philippines, Manila. Bro, you can't lie. South Africans just have to stop lying. There's no, you don't have any grounds anymore. You guys always look for excuse, and I'm not surprised that they are looking for another excuse. I will shock you with the excuse that South Africans are looking for this time around. But before I start showing you the excuse they are using to blame Nigerians now, even though they are South Africans being arrested, as they are arresting South Africans are now looking for a different reason to blame Nigerians, to attach Nigerians to it. But the funniest part of it is that this girl, the way the movement happen for her to be arrested, it shows that even South African government, that's why I started by celebrating their Home Affairs and their government. The whites are doing well in that country. You understand? They are trying to put the country in order. And I've said it many times that the whites, they want to put these black South Africans in order, which is a very, very good thing that they are doing. Because look at what happened. This girl left South Africa, bought a flight. She used Ethiopian Airways. Bought a flight from South Africa to Ethiopia to Brazil. The South African authorities, their immigration already knew that this girl is suspicious. There's something about her. You cannot just leave South Africa. You are going to Brazil to come back to South Africa. We already know that South Africa is the kingdom of powder in Africa. Brazil is the kingdom of powder. These are all two powerful countries that deal with this thing. You understand? So the government, the authorities already knew that there is something. Remember, Brazil, South Africa. We don't hear Nigeria. Yet now Nigerians, they blame. I've always asked. Nigerians, they carry powder from Nigeria, go sell for South Africa. Nobody has ever given me an answer to that. So when the South African authorities discovered that, they alerted the Ethiopian Airways that this girl is leaving South Africa to Brazil and back. She's going with nothing. She left normal. So they allowed her to go. But when she's coming back, they should make sure they check her. That's what South African authorities told Ethiopian Airways. So when the girl went to Brazil, collected, you can see the bags. She can't carry bags and bags. I'm hearing that the entire thing that she was carrying was worth millions in rand. Million rands. So she carried it from Brazil, used Ethiopia, entered Addis Ababa. As she was about to transit to South Africa, now Addis Ababa come arrest her. They arrested her, alerted the South African authorities. They say, we don't arrest her, come and carry. They carried her. So this is good. This tells you that South Africans themselves, they know that the problem is the black South African. They already know. That's why they have to put an eye on the girl. Now let me shock you. You will think that after all this arrest, South Africans that are reasonable human beings, you will think that they will come out on social media and say, thank you, Ethiopia. Thank you, our government. Thank you for checking these things. Thank you for arresting these people. No. Look at what South Africans are commenting. Look at the excuse. This girl, her boyfriend is a Nigerian. Automatically, now her boyfriend who is a Nigerian. Now he send them. This world, it no go better for these people, to be honest. It no go better for them. Out of a sudden, South Africans claim that the girls that are carrying the powder and doing the business and selling who are South Africans, they are dating Nigerian men. So now that is the excuse. So if you're a South African woman, once you do anything negative in your country, the next thing they will say is you are dating a Nigerian man. It's a Nigerian man that is putting you into it. It's a Nigerian man that is telling you to go and carry. It's a Nigerian, as if when your mama born you for South Africa, when you were put to birth in your country in South Africa, they removed your brain and said when you have a Nigerian boyfriend, the Nigerian boyfriend should now be the one to tell you what to do since you don't have brain. That's what I can say, because once you say things like it's her Nigerian boyfriend, it's a Nigerian influence, if it's Nigerian this, that means you're simply coming back to tell us that you as a South African, normally you're not supposed to get brain. And Nigerians, they tell you what to do. It doesn't make sense, right? So why are you blaming Nigerians for this? Why? Even when you are caught red-handed, even when the evidence are there, everything. So you must always find a way to shift your blame. If Nigerians are into this business as you think, why is Nigeria not suffering the problem of powder the way South Africa is suffering the problem? How many Nigerians are in South Africa? How many Nigerians are in Ghana? How many Nigerians are in Cameroon? How many Nigerians are in Benin Republic? Why is it that it's only the few Nigerians in South Africa that are making sure that the entire 70 million population of a country is suffering from this? How is this possible? That's why I say sense is far from people. Sense is really far from so many people. I don't know how we could take into kids them, but we'll continue talking. We'll continue telling them the truth. Little by little, they will start adjusting. Little by little, their brains will start coming back to the normal way of reasoning as a human being. But as it stands now, your sister has been arrested in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. That is it, guys. You guys have to deal with it. Say she has a Nigerian boyfriend. Give whatever excuse you have. She's your South African sister and she's been arrested. It is what it is. Your boy Ajiro Maxi on this one again, guys. Come back anytime you're free. God bless you. Cheers.